And breaking news now, we have just obtained surveillance video from an armed robbery just off Stewarts, Ferry, Pike in the Donaldson area. Here's what we know. It happened at the Mapco. We're told the robbery, apparently the robber threatened the clerk with a gun before then running off with cash. No shots were fired. Police say the suspect was wearing a brown jacket and a red hoodie. As we learn more, we'll update this story both on air and online for you on newschannel5.com.
Yeah, also breaking this morning, it's been nearly a year since a man was shot and killed near TSU.
But now the alleged gunman accused of pulling the trigger has been captured by police. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres live for us at the CJC with more on this. How was this guy captured, Matthew?
Well, Steve, good morning. SWAT officers went to a home in South Nashville yesterday afternoon, really, and where the suspect was staying and simply arrested him. And since last year, police have suspected this man as being the shooter. They haven't filed charges until recently. Eric Freeman was indicted on first-degree murder after a shooting last January that killed 29-year-old Anthony Barbie outside his apartment on Ed Temple Boulevard last January. Now, this happened in the middle of the day in the parking lot of the apartment complex. Barbie was found behind a building and later died at the hospital. Witnesses say the gunman fled in a black Mustang. Moments later, Freeman showed up in that same Mustang full of bullet holes at a TSU campus checkpoint. He also had a gunshot wound in the back and claimed Barbie was the one who shot him during an attempted robbery. This morning, obviously, Freeman is now in jail, also facing charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and is being held on a $100,000 bond. Reporting live from the Criminal Justice Center, I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Matthew. A man is dead after a shooting overnight in Clarksville. It happened just before 8 at a home on Isaac Drive on the north side of town. The victim's name hasn't been released, but police are trying to piece together what happened. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers 931-645-TIPS.
A father is behind bars this morning after the accidental shooting death of his 5-year-old son. Happened at the family's apartment in Goodlettsville just before Thanksgiving. Police say that Robert Turner had been using a laser mounted on a gun to play with the family cat and then forgot to put the gun away. That's when a sibling picked it up and shot 5-year-old Andrew. The little boy did not survive. The dad, Mr. Turner, charged with criminally negligent homicide and also reckless endangerment. He'll be back in court next week.
A popular place in East Nashville turned into a crime scene overnight. Police tell us 3 men robbed 2 people on Woodland Street near 14th. That's near Mad Donna's and Lipstick Lounge in the 5 Points area. We're told 2 suspects have since been taken into custody, but the search is on for a third. If you know anything, call Metro Police.
There has been a bizarre twist in the search now for a suspected armed robber in Smyrna. Investigators have identified a body found murdered over the weekend as Adrian O'Haquey. Now, he is the one that was shot to death along Old Smith Springs Road Sunday. Just the day before, though, investigators say that he and another man had robbed several people inside a home in Smyrna. One man was shot, but is expected to be all right. A second suspect turned himself in. No word yet if police have any suspects in O'Haquey's death.
Investigators have determined an early morning house fire was no accident. This was our breaking news yesterday morning, and here's the scene from Sky 5 in Eagleville off Rocky Glade Road yesterday. We're told the home was vacant at the time, but the owner and a previous tenant had been involved in an ongoing dispute. No word yet on how that fire started. So far, no arrests have been made.
Traveling on the roadways this morning, you'll notice that 2 mid-state welcome centers are back open after a bomb scare shut them down yesterday. Troopers closed the facilities in Benton County after a man told workers he had a bomb in his car. So bomb-sniffing canines came in, checked it out. Investigators never found anything. The man was taken to the hospital for a mental evaluation. It's unclear if he'll face charges. And check what was found during a traffic stop also in Bedford County. We're told that a deputy pulled over a vehicle for running a red light on North Cannon Boulevard. Inside, investigators found 2 loaded handguns, one that was stolen, 45 grams of crack cocaine, and more than $1,000 in cash. The driver and 3 passengers were all arrested. We're told all 4 are convicted felons out of Davidson County.